Hi everyone! Sorry that it's been super long since I made my last video, but I think today's topic is going to be very important to touch upon. So, I'm recording this on September 8th, but if y'all don't know it, starting yesterday on the 7th, it was the beginning of National Suicide Prevention Week. For those that don't know, I believe that I'm a very strong advocate for the cause because suicide should never be an answer. Me personally, I know what it's like to be very down, and I wish that pain on no one. Some of you may not believe in God, but I do, and to think that God gave us this beautiful life, I mean, it took me years to finally realize this, but God gave us this one life to have, and it's beautiful, and the things inside it may not be beautiful, but as a general effect of it, it's beautiful. And to think how easily we can take it away, ourselves can take it away, or it can be taken away from us, it's very disheartening and scary. And knowing that there's people who go to bed each night not knowing if that this is their last day, or thinking that they're not loved, that they're worthless, it's very sad. Even with myself, I still, after years of training my brain to think a certain way, it's hard to morph it to think it into a more positive perspective. I hope that maybe this video can at least help, maybe even if it's just one of y'all watching this, that it can just help you. I don't think suicide is a cowardly act. I think it's cowardly that there's people in the world that make others feel like suicide is their last resort. I like to share this other story with others a lot. I know for me in 2012, it was, I had a really hard time with just myself and everything chaos. I will never forget this one time. It was during the summer of 2012, and I was in a cruddy mood as usual, as I was back then, and I was sitting down and I was crying for some reason, I don't remember, and I had my Pandora app on my phone. That used to be really cool back then, okay? I was listening to, I don't remember what station it was, but this band that I really like called Angels and Airwaves came on. 2012 and 2013, Angels and Airwaves was my savior. I love that band, and they've helped me with so much more than I could ever even possibly imagine. But they have this one song called Everything's Magic. It was my first time I've ever heard this song, and instantly I felt like it was written for me. And it only made me cry harder because I was like, wow, this is so deep, and Tom, why? There's this one lyric that goes like, and do you ever tell yourself, don't try to let yourself down. Ever since then, my whole kind of perspective on life kind of changed. I know from that one song, right? And ever since then, I've always kind of made it a goal to be happier. Even on my worst days, even whenever I'm in a cruddy mood, I find myself just thanking God for the things that I do have in my life. And I always try to make an effort each day to be happy, to smile, because, you never know whenever this life will be taken away from you. And for some, hopefully it's involuntary. I hope that suicide is never an option for you, because it shouldn't be. You should just strive to keep going forward. Every time you wake up, and if you don't want to get out of bed, you just think, I'm going to get up today so I can go outside and look at these pretty flowers in my garden, because you know what, I would do that. You should at least just make a goal each day and be like, okay, I'm going to do this, or okay, this should help me get out of bed, or this should help me go outside today. I don't know what problems you have. So not only this week, but every day, every week, we should at least try to make one person happier, or try to benefit someone each day. Because you never know, it could help them, it could make their day. I don't know who you're going to come in contact with every day. But most importantly, love yourself. There's this quote from RuPaul that goes like, if you don't love yourself, then how are you going to love others? Because if you can't give 110% love towards yourself, then how are you going to give that 110% to someone else? So I hope that at least one factor in this video has helped someone. Just try and make a world a happier place. Not just for yourself, but for others. I love you all so much, and I pray that you have a really good rest of your day, week, month, year. So yeah, thank you all for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.